Hi, I'm Margaret, and welcome to Garden School. Well, as you can see, I have something quite sad here. A clematis that suddenly, like within a day, it seemed like, has basically gone wilty and brown. Now, the part that is green here, this viable part, that's actually from a nearby plant that's growing on this, just stretched over to grow on this trellis. That plant is great, but this plant, not so great. So what to do about this? Let's take a look at it. Well, this is what you would call Clematis Wilt, or Clematis Wilt, however you want to pronounce the name of that plant. It typically can happen very fast, very rapidly, where the plant looks great and then suddenly it wilts, might have start with some spots on the leaves, and then is like totally gone from above the ground. And it is caused by a fungal organism, which is called Phoma clematidina. How about that? A fungus with the epitaph specifically for clematis. Yes, so this can happen in warm weather. Oftentimes, if the plant is overwatered, that is not the case with this one, but it also can affect particular species. Some species, or some varieties, of clematis are more susceptible. This one, I looked up, I still have the tag on this one, Mr. Lincoln, and you know what? Lo and behold, this is one of those that is susceptible to Clematis wilt. So what do we need to do about this? I mean, is the plant a goner? No, it's not. The virus, or the fungus does not affect the roots. So what I'm going to do is just unwind this viable part, put it back over on another structure, and then take down the wilted part down to the ground, and then put this, get this off my property. I don't want to compost this. I want to just get it off my property. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to disinfect my clippers after I do that, because if I don't want to spread this to another variety that I might have that could be susceptible to the wilt. So I'm going to just take it down, and then I'll have just maybe I can put this green thing back on this little trellis here, and then next year I should see some growth coming up from the roots. So that's really nice that the fungus doesn't affect the roots. However, it is a soil-borne fungus. I might have to get a different cultivar here, one that might be resistant. Oh well. Everyone can use another clematis, right? Well, I'll go ahead and take care of this, and then we'll see what it looks like. Okay, I got the dead clematis, that Mr. Lincoln, off that trellis and down to the ground. Give me a little opportunity to slightly reposition that trellis. So should we get growth next year, the shoots will just be, the trellis will be right there for the shoots. They won't have to travel anyway. And I kind of decorated it a little bit with that one vine that wanted to stretch from a different variety. So there you go. Clematis plants should recover from that. It will just affect the top part, doesn't affect the roots. But again, next summer I may encounter the same thing. If I do, maybe at that point I'll think about just replacing the whole plant and getting a disease-resistant variety, a disease-resistant cultivar. So that's one thing you can look for. To help avoid this problem, you don't want to overwater, and you definitely don't want to do overhead watering. So water down at the ground level for your clematis to help avoid this fungal organism from doing its duty, I guess. Anyway, I hope you could, well, I hope you don't have to implement something like this, but if you do, if you notice a clematis that just like suddenly over the course of a day or 2 days, perhaps, it's just gone, take a look up Clematis Wilt and see if that really does agree with the symptoms you're observing. Take heart, it's not going to kill the plant per se. It just will be gone for the rest of this summer. And then, as you're purchasing clematis, look for wilt-resistant cultivars and varieties. Well, there's always more to learn in the garden. Bye-bye.